Education in New Ireland has been a top priority since 2007. The province has produced some of the country's top results and shaped some of Papua New Guinea's top elites in different fields. But in the last 8 years, its education standard has dropped. Getting its stakeholders together, the recent Education Expo was an approach to revive the focus in the sector.
We're vigorously looking for ways to once more raise the standards of education in our province, because we here in the province, we know that in the 60s and 70s, this province produced the top elites of this country. And somewhere along the line, we've kind of lost that, and towards the late 80s and 90s. And so what we're trying to do through the PEB and the Division of Education is to once more lift the standards of education in our province. And what we have just embarked on with the Education Expo is one approach that we have taken.
The expo was held over 4 days at the Peter Torot Hall in Kavieng. The Education Expo was described as an eye-opener for many that attended. The expo saw higher learning institutions participating through sessions and one-on-one dialogue with students and staff. Most schools in and around the provincial capital attended the event. Speaking on behalf of headmasters and school principals, Mr. Tokmun says the event is very helpful.
When we have this Career Expo, it exposes our students to the courses available in all higher institutions, and they are aware of the type of courses, and most importantly the entry requirements. The entry requirements to those different courses, especially the university courses. And so our students are made aware of the entry requirements for all those different courses there.
Themed Bridging Classroom Learning to Future Career Pathways, the PEB Chairlady says this is the focus now to ensure classroom learning is linked to job-related opportunities. Lower and upper secondary students were given the first-hand choice to converse with institutions. For many, it created a locked-in mindset for students while studying.
There were many things that we've learned. I learned. I was granted the opportunity of gaining first-hand information from tertiary institutions that has piqued my interest as a student, and I also got to learn new things such as the new courses that, for example, UNRE will be offering to the students next year. Not only that, also Polytech, and I also got to learn many inspiring messages from the speakers who will no doubt help me in paving my pathway and making the right choices.
A team from the Department of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology were also part of the expo. This was a first-of-its-kind opportunity for students in New Ireland Province. They gave a run-through of the services offered and also conversed with students about critical aspects of entering universities.
So purposely we came to the New Ireland Province Education Expo to make our presentation on the NOAS and as well on the health program. And we actually visited the schools, the secondary schools, and also made the presentation to the general student body at the expo. And we are privileged to present to the students the NOAS application process. And as well, we learned from the expo with our stakeholders, the higher education institutions, the universities, and also other industries who are actually the employment sector.
According to the New Ireland Education, it operates 560 schools. With a school population of over 59,000 students and more than 2,000 teachers, the province has improved its effort to deliver quality education across all sectors of education. In 2019, grade 10s and 12s placed New Ireland in the top 5 among secondary schools in the country. The province overall means average index was 10 behind NCD, East New Britain and East Sepik. For the provincial administration, challenges remain to deliver a conducive learning environment for students in New Ireland.
Those enrollments have since increased, understanding where we must go and why children should be educated. I am more concerned with accessibility now that we can attract at least up to 50,000, but the quality of education has been a concern of the government.
With the Expo already creating some sort of excitement in students, the challenge is now relayed back to the Division of Education in New Ireland to address quality and infrastructure. A primary school teacher says changes in the curriculum has also affected learning. She says the Expo is also helpful for teachers and begins with lesson preparations.
In the event of listening to different speakers who came to speak to us, I see where the failing part is, that the students, the teachers are not really helping and guiding the students in this way, telling them and getting them to be focused on what they need to be focused. Because I know that every curriculum that we are teaching is geared towards a job. It is not just a curriculum. We teach a curriculum that is geared towards a job, so we need to prepare them properly and see the importance of subjects that we teach them.
The Expo was also attended by primary school students. Though this may not be relevant for them, the Expo did create some awareness for the lower primary.
Things I've learned a lot from that. Things I didn't know about these universities. I learned about subjects I didn't know about as well. The presentations were very educational and came to my level of understanding. I really understood everything and I enjoyed the Expo very, 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 very much. I hope that there will be more expos like this because we students in New Ireland, we are very fortunate to have it and we really need to have more of this. It's very educational and it will help us through our career pathways.
This la expo where now me go looking. I'm on and help me pla. Normally me plugata students is la lo Kavieng. This la kind of something will come up now I'm can help me pla lo many ways like all GPA all schools. Me pla no sawe na now me pla sawe me pla can score is la mark lo Gonzales school. Normally me pla ko school foul number out na me pla no sawe one kind mark lo kisim. But now this expo come people can look at it's a mark, GPA.
A significant event was also embraced during the Expo, the possibility of building a Polytech campus in New Ireland. This saw exchange of gifts and for talks to begin. This is an essential dialogue captured under the Malagan Declaration for higher learning institutions to be established in the province. The Expo also highlighted the need for students to be self-disciplined. This was a key message delivered by higher learning institutions over the 4-day event. The PEB Chairlady says this is crucial for students' preparation to enter universities or other institutions.
Before they can decide which career paths, that first they must reevaluate themselves and know who they are and look at their results and from their plan as to where is my strength. And from their strengths, they can then see how and where they could be in future.
For Expo Organizers, the Expo is an event that has now driven interest in schools, especially students and staff. Many believe such event should be held annually.
I think this is very helpful and we hope that we may have some more or some more of this held in the future to help our grade 11s and grade 10s because some of the students were not attending to this, so they need to know more about this so that it may help them in their career pathway in the future, like their dreams, what would they want to be in the future.
While job opportunities vary in New Ireland and around the country, the Provincial Education Board believes a child's dream will only be achieved with the right start And that begins at the lowest level of learning in a classroom.
Helping the children of today, and especially in our province, to develop, to have goals. Go to school with some kind of ideas as to what will I be in future. And that what they learn in the classroom will help them to work towards that dream that they hope to achieve. And so setting visions was very important. That's why we talked about connecting classroom learning to the fulfillment of those dreams. So we believe that through the PEB and the Division of Education, that when students have some ideas about what their possible career would be, their dream, then they will work on improving the process through the kind of subjects that they take.